My name's Tom and this is Safehouse. Joining me today I have our social media manager Kelsey and long-standing co-host and video game journalist Pickard.
Hello.
We're back. So we've been away for a while. Got a new studio, which is a lot better than where we filmed last time, because that was a death trap. About an hour after we filmed that episode, the dirty shower water of the communal bathroom above poured all into the flat. It was, that was a fun day.
Oh, yeah.
But don't panic, we are back. It's sort of an unofficial season 2, unofficially, because we've got some nice new intro sequences. We've got a new team. We've got one new person of a team. It's exciting.
Tweet some random rubbish.
Yes, Kelsey's here to tweet for us because I didn't tweet enough.
That's my sole purpose.
You are our tweeter. So it's all good. And also we have second camera, which I have yet to work out what I'm going to use this for, but I had an extra camera, so
I think that's just the boob cam.
That's the boob cam. That is going to zoom right in on boobs, and that's what it's for.
On Pickard.
On Pickard's boobs, yeah.
Because they are so special.
It's magic. So so we've got a couple of things we've rounded up from recent memory. First thing I want to point out, I apologise if I look sleepy, because I was up till 4 a.m. the other night watching WrestleMania, which was really good. And we're not going to go too in depth about that, because Kelsey will kill herself.
I don't know a fucking thing about it.
Pickard knows nothing about wrestling, but we're not going to go too in depth because next week we will have a guest who knows a lot about wrestling. So we'll talk a lot about wrestling at the time.
I'm ill that week.
Are you doing your hair
That's
that
right,
night?
I've been roped into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's alright. I've already bribed Pickard into it. So
Good.
yeah. So I think number one thing we've been pretty hype about was the SPECTRE trailer.
I was pretty
You seen the SPECTRE trailer yet? The new James Bond? You not watched it? It's really good.
It's popped up, but I haven't seen
It's
it yet.
worth watching. Yeah, it's all Daniel Craig's doing his thing. He's chilling out. He's having a great time.
Is he in his pants in the trailer?
He's not in his pants in the trailer,
Less
but he
interesting.
may well be in his pants at
Losing
some point during
interest.
the film.
Sure he will be.
He will. He's using his pants. So yeah, no, he's chilling out, and they find a couple of things that were left over from the Skyfall estate, which appears to be like a piece of paper and a burnt photo, which I find it hard to believe that's all they found.
Yeah.
There was a big house. Surely there's like
It
a
was
couple.
pretty run down, wasn't it?
A couple more. So yeah, it looked a little bit knackered, but and so they've started bringing in. They've got some really nice callbacks to old Bond films, because the bit of paper is like a temporary guardianship from Hans Oberhauser, who was in Octopussy, which is like an old Roger Moore James Bond film from like the 70s.
Yeah, must be.
70s, 80s maybe? I don't know particularly. Probably 80s. It was end of...
That was a silly one, wasn't it?
it was the
that was
yeah,
the circus.
Roger Moore. Yeah. It was the one where you saw 009,
In a clown suit.
the one got killed in the clown suit. Yeah, it wasn't a very good film. But he was in that, and they've got Christoph Waltz playing Oberhauser's son, who is sort of like a technically dead. He's there. Christoph Waltz.
Oh, of course!
From Django.
He's awesome!
He is awesome.
I thought his name was
so
something
good.
different. I don't know what, but I didn't think it was that.
He's been in
He's in Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards. He got the Tarantino likes
He's
Waltz.
awesome.
He was in he was in that Zero Theorem we went to see, and we were
He was in
only 4
Green
people.
Hornet as well.
Was he in Green
He was
Hornet?
the bad guy in Green.
Huh.
Yeah, Green
I
Hornet.
can't work out if that film is terrible or brilliant.
Green Hornet.
Yeah.
I kind of liked
I
it.
think I liked
'Cause
it, but I feel like I shouldn't.
I feel like, because obviously if it took the basic, they just rebooted a superhero thing, it would have been boring. But they took it and sort of made it like a campy comedy thing, and kind of worked. I like that. So yeah, but
Oh, we did it. Off tangent.
it's
Carry
good
on.
tangents. Oh, it is like the wildly irrelevant
It
days,
is.
isn't it?
Back in.
But yeah, so SPECTRE, it's got
Looks really good.
yeah, it looks really good.
Even though we've seen 20 seconds.
That
I was
is-
going to say, you seem to know an awful lot about it in a 20-second trailer.
I have studied that trailer. I love a good trailer. So
I mean, I want to know what the birds is all about. Because you know they've got 20 seconds of trailer, right? They're going to pick important, useful stuff. Why is there a bit where two birds fly? And there's a picture of him with a person and the face burnt out. There's none.
I think
Sam Mendes.
I think the guy with the face burnt out is probably going to be Christoph Waltz, like because obviously the little kid was Bond, so I reckon the other kid will be Christoph Waltz. And obviously in the trailer you don't see his face.
No.
Because part of me fully expects there to be the scar and they're going to do a big, like, Oberhauser goes under the criminal name of Blofeld or something. Because they're bringing in a lot of old Bond references for this.
I know what all of that meant.
I'm looking forward. And they've got Mr. White from Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace in it. Looking a bit rough. So that'll be good. Also for movies, Deadpool. You do know about this because you were looking at the picture of Ryan Reynolds all buffed out.
That was for that?
That was,
I thought it was just all my dreams
that
coming
was just
true.
me. That was just me.
Ryan Reynolds in a tight outfit.
Sending you a new desktop. Yeah, no. Finally got to see the proper costume.
I feel like I can't watch a Ryan Reynolds movie without automatically thinking of Van Wilder.
That's a very obscure one to go back to. I mean, it's an old one, but I always liked him in Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
Yes!
What a show!
That was brilliant.
You know what that is?
It was like
so
a really shit teen sitcom that was on
It was
Trouble.
Shit, it was
on
brilliant.
Trouble back when Trouble was even a
thing.
channel, and it was him and
that dude
it had Nathan Fillion in it, and
that chick.
Yes, I'm thinking the other guy because it was like the two guys was Ryan Reynolds and this fella who the only other thing I've ever seen him in was where he played a like the guy who bought out Paddy's Pub in Only Way is Philadelphia. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I've literally never seen him in anything else.
He was in one episode of It's Always Sunny.
Oh.
And that's his life. And then obviously, you know, Ryan Reynolds and Nathan Fillion did quite well for themselves. Yeah, good little show that. But
Watch that.
It was, I used to watch that a lot. It was on Trouble right after Happy Days. Because Trouble had a very weird schedule.
Wow.
Happy Days. They used to get home from school and watch Happy Days and then Two Guys Go on
Do you
a
realise
Pizza Place.
how very long ago we're talking?
It's so long. So long. But Deadpool. So we've got the outfit now, which is nice. We've seen Ryan Reynolds posting photos of him all beefcaked up.
He's pretty adamant he wants it to be R-rated as well.
Yeah, he's really getting up in everyone's grill about that because they're like, oh no, we'll get away with like a PG-13. He's like, it's not going to be enough.
Deadpool.
I was going to say, you've clearly never read a Deadpool comic because that's not what's going to happen. But I mean,
did you ever play the game?
I haven't played the game.
Apparently, it was what you'd expect from a Deadpool game. It was stupid, and Deadpool murdered people.
Just that sounds alright. Because it looked like gameplay-wise, like it was basically like a Devil May Cry style, just shoot the man, stab the man game, which is fine. They have their place, but with Deadpool jokes, and can't go wrong. What else is happening? What else is going on? Hideo Kojima has forsaken us.
Is this another thing that I'm really not going to understand?
It's fine. You're here to round out the numbers. So, favourite.
Thanks.
So Hideo Kojima has left Konami for reasons. Don't know what those reasons are because no one's told anyone. But he just kind of wandered off.
Nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Hypothetically,
Tell me more.
hypothetically, this is strictly hypothetically.
Okay.
Say, hypothetically, an audience member does not know who this person is.
Okay, an audience.
Or any of this story at all.
Okay.
For this person in the audience's sake.
Hideo Kojima is a creator of video games who famously created the Metal Gear Solid series.
Right. I know what that is actually.
That's good. He is working on Metal Gear Solid 5 and the one that you will be interested in, a new Silent Hill game, because you know Silent Hill is the coolest. So, but he's left Konami, which is the publisher that does it all, the developer people. He's left them. He wants no more to do with them. they've announced that he is still working on Metal Gear Solid, but nothing has been said about the Silent Hill game, which makes me sad because it was going to be him like in charge of gameplay, and the story for it was being written by Guillermo del Toro.
And Norman Reedus was in it.
And Norman Reedus was going to be in it, like mocapped as the main dude. Guillermo del Toro is
I know that name, but
the
I don't
Spanish
know why.
horror director, made Pan's Labyrinth. He did the Hellboy movies.
Oh, right.
He did Pacific Rim, but we try not to talk about that because it's not. Let's not. We've had rants about Pacific Rim
Done this before, yeah.
Fucking
Still haven't even seen it.
pile of bullshit. But yeah, he's longed it off, and we don't really know why.
Well, he was always his own thing, really. It was Kojima Productions with the help of Konami.
Yeah, that's it.
So maybe he's just gone, fuck you, Konami.
Now he's going to be his own proper, actual Kojima. His little fox logo. So cool. But as long as they don't cancel Silent Hills, because
that's going to be pretty good.
I will be all over that. Because horror games written by Guillermo del Toro cannot go wrong. I humbly opine. People leaving things. Bloody Clarkson's gone, isn't he?
Well, he didn't leave.
He didn't leave as such.
I can't believe nobody picked up on the fantastic pun that was sitting there waiting for me.
Oh, you got it. Oh, you did.
Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson. I've got a cousin who works at the Sun. I was like,
you could have.
Headline.
There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I've commission on that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, I just. Part of me is like, I don't know if it'll be the same because obviously.
Well, they're the.
No one.
May and Hammond aren't working for the BBC now as well.
No, they said they weren't going to do it.
They've all
Clarkson's
gone.
not doing it, so it's going to be a completely new lineup.
I think if the list of his misdemeanors wasn't so long beforehand, it would be alright. Because to be fair, after this, if you don't put pizza in front of my face, like if you're going to give me a bit of prosciutto, I'm going to kick off.
Well,
I'm going to punch you in the face.
Well, it's fair enough.
But I get away with that because I haven't been a complacent total shitbag.
Also, you're not a super millionaire.
I was going to say. Also, I'm not paying you the sort of money that the BBC paid Jeremy Clarkson. So.
What?
Yes, sorry, I don't have that sort of money. I don't have enough money for you to buy a compound out in the countryside with 17 cars. So.
Why not?
Well, because I don't make any money out of this shit. I do it for the gigs. So but no, he's punched his boss in the face, and it transpires you're not supposed to do that.
No.
That incurs HR meetings.
Big no-no.
The thing that struck me most about it though was the 30
Good
second.
turn of phrase.
The 30-second rant. He was swearing at this guy for 30 seconds. I couldn't even.
No, I haven't got
shout
the energy
for 30
for that.
seconds. I'd run out of things to say to him.
Yeah. Do you reckon I mean, granted, he is a natural presenter.
Where's my dinner?
Yeah.
That's not my dinner.
Yeah. I do like that he got fired over the fact he didn't think his dinner was good enough. Like, I mean, for my work Christmas do, I had a shit dinner. I didn't kick off. I didn't go and punch my boss because he ordered a shit dinner. You know, I was like, you got a square inch of turkey and an Aunt Bessie's roast potato. And I was like, well, this is, cheers, you're paying for it. But at the same time, we could have just gone to McDonald's or something. I'm not going to fight him over it because, jobs are worth having.
Yeah.
So now Clarkson is off to do other things. Do you reckon the three of them will just go to a different channel?
Yeah,
Sky going to buy them up. Do a show on Sky Sports about cars.
Most gear.
Most gear.
Slightly higher than
Slightly sixth. Isn't sixth gear already a thing?
Sixth gear is a thing. That was hard to say. Sixth gear.
Sixth gear, yeah.
That was the Channel 5 attempt.
Yeah, that's it. They're looking at Chris Evans apparently as a replacement.
I heard that.
Because obviously he's a presenter, he knows his cars, so they're thinking, well, Chris Evans?
Jake Humphrey tweeted something like, I'm free, boys. What do you want?
And what was Guy Martin, the motorbike guy?
Yeah.
They're looking at him as well, apparently. He's
Really?
the bookie's favourite.
He's an interesting fellow.
He's got some chops on him. I love his he's got big sideburns. Pretty rock and roll, I like
Have you
that.
seen his little programme he has where he does mental things?
I have not.
Is that what it's called?
Guy
Martin
does mental things.
It's probably something like that. I've watched it a few times. He tried stuff that is fast.
Oh.
Excellent. Let's see.
I can't quite remember. as you can
It
probably
was
tell.
that good.
It was that good. It was a really long time. It was
Riveting.
going to a year ago, and I can barely remember yesterday. So
Yeah, it's fair enough. But no, I'm very much looking forward to Sky's most gear.
most good.
More gears.
Give me gears.
I'm free Sunday at 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I reckon we could.
We should do it.
There you go. We will do it. We'd be which would be you though?
Yeah,
Which one of us is the most racist? Because they have to be Clarkson.
Well, I'd say I'm fairly punchy.
You are quite punchy. You're probably the Clarkson purely because you've got the same sort of hit ratio. So
I've never punched a man.
there you go.
I haven't punched a man this week.
It's fair enough. I'd probably be May.
Does that mean I'm Hammond?
You get to be Hammond.
I think actually it kind of works.
Yeah.
I don't think
we'd
I'm
be
reckless
good.
enough to be Hammond.
There is that.
I wouldn't do a land speed record and nearly die.
Well,
There's that. There is that.
I suppose, but if you get to be Hammond, you get to do Total Wipeout.
That's pretty awesome.
Really want to go on
I
that.
quite like Total.
However, physical exertion is not my bag.
Maybe we should apply for it and do a Safehouse versus Total Wipeout.
Yes.
We'll do
We
that.
should just tag team the course and do different
Yeah.
bits.
Yes, it will do.
I'll do the standing at the side bit.
You can do the bit where you run down the water slide, and then we'll do the rest of
the
it.
bit where you go. Whoosh.
Yeah.
I'll do that. That looks awesome. Well, that involves sitting, so that's
Or we could do
my
Ninja
favourite.
Warrior.
What's that?
That's the Japanese one, which is like
It's insane.
only like 3 people have ever
You have to do
beaten.
it like a loop at one point.
Where's
Yeah.
Tetris Castle these days?
Oh.
Is that on?
Show. I don't even think they make
It's
it
just all
anymore.
repeats now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
Which is a shame.
brilliant.
I mean, they might well still make it, but I don't think they export it anymore, at
No.
least, because I haven't seen any new episodes in a long time.
I'm pretty sure that was torture.
What show? Imagine that, but actually, like, challenging
Yeah.
physically. Because a lot of that was just someone would jump out and hit you.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but with, like, you had to be an Olympic level athlete to be able to get past the first obstacle. That's Ninja Warrior, and it's 4 courses of that kind of bullshit. I love Ninja Warrior.
I need to check that out.
Yuji Roshihara is my favourite. He was a shoe salesman.
Oh,
And then there was a guy called Motoko Nagano, who was a fisherman.
you know everyone.
I watched a lot of Ninja Warrior. So that was some stuff that happened. Celebrities doing things.
I was going to bring up this point earlier when we talked about Norman Reedus in that thing he's in now.
Yeah.
I think there should be a rule that people who are a pivotal character in a long-running series, they should be allowed to do other things because it spoils it.
Well, because if you see what Norman Reedus in that, you're not going to be able to watch Walking Dead. Because you'll be like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
What's bloody? I don't even know his name. I don't know.
Daryl.
Walking Dead. Daryl Dixon.
Yes.
What's old Daryl Dixon doing in Silent Hill
Which
with a crossbow?
brings us tidily
Brings us
onto our next
neatly
point.
into Walking Dead season whatever it was finished the other day. I'm not watching it to be honest.
I've got to catch up.
I feel like it was the most anticlimactic thing that's ever happened to me.
Excellent. That's good.
It's not what you want from
This is a family show,
Konami.
Kelsey. Bite your tongue.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like all the build up and everyone was like, the season finale is amazing.
Nothing happened.
I got to the end of the episode and I was like, where was the episode?
Yeah, it's the thing that upsets me with The Walking Dead is it's not The Walking Dead anymore. And, like, it's got the name on it, but I mean, I can't do that thing like I do with Game of Thrones, where I just deal out spoilers to piss people off. And I can't deal out Walking Dead spoilers anymore because they changed the story.
I got savagely spoiled about Walking Dead. I won't.
I did for the bit midway through this season.
Oh yeah, I got spoiled on that as well. I got spoiled on
Because
something
there
else.
was a fan petition to change what happened.
Is it the?
Yes. Something happened with that.
Oh, I
and
went
all the fans
ballistic.
were like, you can't do that. And so that came up and spoiled it for me before I saw it. And I haven't watched Walking Dead since.
Someone put it on Facebook like, oh no, blah blah blah. And I went absolutely ballistic.
Good.
Because they did it like 5 minutes after the episode finished. There should be a law.
There should be.
There should be a law.
Like
At least
an injunction that says
Yeah.
you can't spoil things for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Ever?
No.
Well, I haven't read the books because
That's it. I've read the books and I haven't seen the show, and I know people who have done both and said it's brilliant, and I just haven't got around to it.
It's so good though.
I've been watching Fargo lately instead.
The TV series.
It's so good.
So good. So good.
It's ridiculous. It's
Ryan
like
Freeman is amazing.
I love him.
it just captures the perfect feeling of a Coen Brothers film without being a Coen Brothers film.
I think I remember you talked to him about it.
Yeah, it's like there's this really nice bit in like the first episode where Martin Freeman goes into a little diner and they have a thing on the wall. It's like today's special White Russians, and I'm just like, it's a little Coen's nod. I like that. It's
really good.
Yeah, so that's why I've been watching that, and It's Always Sunny. Just ploughing through It's Always Sunny. I just put it on every spare moment I get. I might just throw on Sunny.
I've gone well old school at the moment. I'm watching DVDs of Footballers' Wives.
What? I didn't even know they committed that.
It's literally the 90s.
That's
it's
a waste
literally
of
the
a
90s
disc.
in my
Why
head.
would you? That's madness.
I can't believe that even got released on DVD.
I remember a great time.
Good.
I love how in the world now, I said at work the other day, I'm watching Footballers' Wives. Oh, I didn't know that was on Netflix. It's just the assumption.
Yeah.
The assumption is it's on Netflix.
Well, why would you have a DVD of it? Of course it's on Netflix. Madness.
Speaking of subscription-based bullshit.
Subscription-based bullshit. Tidal. How do we feel about Tidal?
Is that like £20 a month?
Yeah.
Fuck that noise. That's so much money.
Isn't it supposed to be better?
Well,
what does it do different?
Exactly.
It doesn't do anything. Apparently it gives them more money.
Of course it does.
So
they're taking twice as much.
Why I love it.
Yeah.
They did that whole press conference thing saying, oh, we're not getting enough money from music, so we launched a thing to give us more money.
Yeah,
and then they do a champagne toast at the end.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not getting enough money, are you?
I don't see Beyonce going and signing on every Tuesday.
No.
She does all right.
Yeah, that is the thing when they turn up. It's like, yes, there are musicians who don't get paid enough for their music. That is a thing that musicians go through. You are not them.
No.
You have made it. You are not the people struggling for music. Don't use the term we, because you are not in that group.
But it might lure me in because Taylor Swift is putting her music on there.
Or you could just buy a Taylor Swift album once.
As soon as she took her music off Spotify, I was straight down there. I went and bought it on a disc and everything because I wanted to listen to it.
Because you're a bloody caveman.
I know.
Discs and the like.
Went and bought her album straight away. Clever girl.
Yeah.
But I think with Spotify you can listen to something and then purchase it after.
Yeah.
I mean, in all fairness, most everything is also on YouTube somewhere. That's what I do. I just listen to it on YouTube.
But they were acting like it was going to change the face of music forever, and there was this big revolution, like fight against corporations, taking art away from music. Like,
yeah. I love the idea of like, we're going to fight against the corporation. Says Jay-Z, the owner of the biggest corporation on the planet in the music industry.
Fight against a corporation with a product that there is already several versions of.
Several versions of, and we're going to charge you the most money for it. It's like, guys, I feel like you've really misunderstood the point of this. Illuminati confirmed.
Moments. Madonna they all signed the contract thing, and Madonna like climbed on the table basically to sign it. It was really weird. And then Deadmau5 went to high five Madonna, but she didn't go for it. She went for a hug, and they had this awkward high five hug. And Alicia Keys did a speech and quoted some philosopher.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Yes, because
it was Friedrich Nietzsche. I was going to say, the first thing that came to my head was, wouldn't it be funny if it was Friedrich Nietzsche? And then I thought, no, I heard this on the radio earlier, it was Friedrich Nietzsche. Which is, no, don't go quoting Nietzsche, what's wrong with you? Right, so that about covers it. This is good. Got some cool stuff coming up. We've got, right, if you're a fan of watching people play video games and drink wine and not have any idea what they're doing, Kelsey has started up a Twitch channel in which Kelsey plays stuff. Mostly Halo.
At the moment.
I like how it's, because when you're like, oh, I'm going to play some Halo, and I'm like, oh, wicked, which one? You're like, Combat Evolved, Halo. Oh, the first Halo.
Well, the plan is to go through all of them.
It's going to be an evolution of your entry into gaming.
I'm getting swiftly bored.
No, it's fine. In all fairness, it's just you playing multiplayer with Matt, and blowing them up with grenades.
I did do that.
So-
Are you not doing the story? Are you doing multiplayer stuff? Help.
Tom?
I don't know.
All I know is
I
that
just
I
watched
sit
her blow them
there.
up with a grenade.
I sit there.
Are you Master Chief?
I shoot stuff.
They're both Master Chief.
Oh.
I shoot some stuff, mostly walls or mat,
Yeah.
and I drink wine.
Cool.
If
That's
you
pretty
want to
much
watch
what
Kelsey
gaming
drink wine and shoot Matt, then that's a thing that can happen. Yeah, there's been talk of maybe doing some like review shows, maybe doing some giveaways. We're getting guests on the show.
We have some giveaways in the old pipeline.
We have some giveaways in the pipeline simply by watching the show and tweeting us and sharing things. You can win things from us.
And stuff.
Things and stuff. So also we're doing a bit more audience interaction. We're gonna sort of, if there's a big news story that's been going on that particular week, we will take to Twitter and say, guys, if you have an opinion on this piece of news, feel free to let us know. And if you say something that isn't just
fuck off, Tom.
Shut up, stop clogging up my news feed. Then we'll read it out on the show as a point, if we can make a segue out of your tweet, and that would save us having to think of one. So we'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think that about covers it for now. Feel free to do the whole liking and subscribing nonsense. We appreciate that. Share it with your friends. Let everyone know, because we've got to a point where we're on about 93 likes on Facebook, and I really want to hit that 100.
What happens when we hit 100?
I don't know. Facebook has been telling me your next milestone, 100 likes. And it's like, I can only look at that for so long before I need it to happen. So, share it. Get some people watching. It'll be fun.
It's one click.
Boom.
One click.
Click it, done.
Share.
Even if you want to subscribe to the channel, that's one click as well. Because when the little screen comes up at the end in a minute, it just says subscribe. You can press it and you subscribe. It's done. It's worth it. Check out some other videos if you feel like doing so. We've got plenty of stuff you can watch. Going to make up some new playlists of old and new stuff. And that about does it. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.